Hey, what is going on, guys? My name's Alex, and today I have another magic card trick tutorial for you guys. So this is a really cool trick. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys first, and then I'll show you how it's done afterwards. So first off, I'll begin by giving the deck a quick shuffle. So just like that. That was terrible. Let me go ahead and give another one. So just nice and clean. There we go. Alright, so first off, I'll begin by cutting the deck about in half, just like that. Now, if I have a spectator, I would tell them choose a deck. Let's say they choose this pile right here. I would also tell them choose a card, and let's say they pick out this card, and they have a good look at that. So they would take a look at that card, and they'll put it somewhere back in the deck, and then we'll go ahead and lose it. I'm going to go ahead and spread out the cards, just so they can make sure the deck or the card is still inside the deck. And then once they've seen their card, make sure it's still in there. We can go ahead and give a spectator to shuffle the deck. So let's say they shuffle a deck a couple times, make sure it's mixed up. Alright, so their card is gone. So basically what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go through the deck, try to pick out 4 random cards. Let's say that one right there. How about that one? This one, and let's go with this one. I'll set the rest of the cards aside. Alright, now I would tell the spectator next. I want you to choose 2 cards, whichever you want. Let's say they pick these 2, for example. We'll show them these aren't their cards, right? So no, in this case. And I'll tell the spectator, choose a card. Let's say they pick this one. And that's not their card either, right? So they chose a bunch of random cards. And if just by choice, and if I'm lucky enough, this happens to be their card, the 5 of spades. So really easy trick to do. Has one of the best effects, I think. And I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how it's done. So before the trick even begins, you're going to need to know what the bottom card is. So I already took a look at the bottom card before the trick began. So in this case, it looks like it's the Jack of Hearts. And you're going to go ahead and remember that card. And then you're ready to go. So you could first start off by shuffling the deck. Just make sure the Jack of Hearts is at the bottom of the deck. Or after you shuffle, you can try to take a quick peek at the bottom card. Just don't make it too obvious, but yeah, just quick peek, see what the bottom card is, and you should be good. So in this case, Jack of Hearts is still on bottom. You would tell the spectator, hey, I want you to cut the deck in half. So let's say they cut about right there. Then now we have 2 piles. The next step is to tell them, I want you to choose a deck. So they have 2 options. Let's say they pick the deck that is not the one with the Jack of Hearts at the bottom. So that's the best case scenario, because then they could choose a card from this, and you'll see why later. If they pick this deck right here, just tell them to pick a card from this deck. So either way, you want to force this pile, the one without the Jack of Hearts, onto them, and have them choose a card from that pile. So let's say they choose this pile, for example. So that's best case scenario, and you tell them to pick a card. Really, they can pick any card they want. Let's say they pick this card right here. Happens to be the 8 of diamonds. You don't know this, they do. And then once they see their card, just tell them to put it on top of the deck, just like that. And then we're going to lose it in the middle. Now, we know the Jack of Hearts is going to be on top of their card. At this point, and it looks like it's really lost in the deck. So before we do any like shuffling or mixing, you're gonna flip the deck over, spread it out just like this, and tell them, hey, do you see your card in the deck? Now what you're really looking for is your card that you remembered. So in this case, it's the Jack of Hearts. Whatever's on the right of the Jack of Hearts, which would be on the bottom of it, is going to be their card. So once I found the Jack of Hearts, I know their card is the 8 of diamonds. So after you said, hey, do you see your card? They say yes. You know their card now is the 8 of diamonds, and then you're ready to go. So at this point, they can shuffle a deck as many times as they want. It doesn't matter, because right now you know what their card is. So let's say they give it a good mix. One more shuffle. Alright, now you would tell Spectre, okay, I'm going to go through the deck, pick out 4 random cards, and I make it look like I'm picking random cards, which I am, but at the same time I'm looking for their card, the 8 of Diamonds. So we're putting down random cards. I see the 8 of Diamonds. I usually put it the bottom left side of me, but you could really put it anywhere. And then we'll pick out one more random card, and then we could throw the rest of the deck on the side. Alright, so right now, you know that their card is on the bottom left right now, so their card, the 8 of Diamonds. So now you're kind of just forcing them again to choose whichever card you want. So let's say the first thing you want to do is tell them, I want you to pick 2 different cards. Or 2 cards, sorry. So let's say they pick these 2. So these are the ones without the 8 of Diamonds, so you could show them, hey, okay, look, these aren't your cards, right? They say no. Let's say they do pick these 2, and it happens to be your 8 of Diamonds under one of these. Then you would just tell them, okay, we're going to keep those, and then you would show them these cards. So either way, you're forcing them so that the 8 of Diamonds is always on the table. So let's say they do pick the 2, and then one of them is your card, or their card. You would just tell them, hey, okay, these aren't your cards, right? They say no, so we'll put those aside. Now, they have 2 options. You would tell them, hey, I want you to pick 1 card. So let's say they pick the card that's not theirs, so they pick this one. Then we just show them, hey, that's not your card, right? And they say no. If they pick this card, which is their card, that's perfect, because then you can show them, hey, this one isn't your card, right? And they will say no again. So once they do that, you show them the card, and boom, there you have it. So really simple, easy card trick. There's no setup really required for this. You just gotta know what the bottom card is. Coolest thing is it looks like everything's based off of their decision, but really it isn't, because you're forcing them. And you could shuffle a deck too to make it look more convincing that their card is lost. But yeah, really cool trick. I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I will catch you at the next video. Peace.